Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your general reading for June 2025. If you just found my channel, thank you for being here. Welcome. Okay, let's see what we have for you. Yes, that card did fall in reverse. Wouldn't that be funny if it was it? Capricorn, what do you need to know? What do you need to know? Okay, one more I heard. Wow. Oh, I'm not going to take all these. It's too many, guys. Yeah, we're not going to look at those. Bottom of the deck, envy. Envy. Okay, well, I'm hoping this is a positive storyline for your sake, but let's see what we have. Friends and colleagues. Could be, okay, hostilities in reverse. I love this. Good. Making amends. This is someone who's not picking a fight, someone who's coming toward you or you them with good energy. Could be someone you work with. Friends could be significant. Maybe they're wanting to set you up. Oh, broken heart, planning and action, taking steps. If this speaks to something you've moved through or they have, I mean, this could be vice versa. It feels like you are coming to terms with something that was difficult in your relationship, or maybe this is the last bit of making peace in a situation that maybe broke your heart. That was really difficult for you. I feel like this is speaking to the energy of someone who's, kind of been through it and they don't want to repeat that. They don't want to do it again. Now, this could be getting back on the dating horse, right? Like, I'm going to do things differently. If this is about a partner coming back into your life, well, is their energy different? Have they changed? I'm kind of getting that this is just the universe giving you what you need. Now, for some of you, you're contemplating what to do next, and you're like, I don't want to fight with you anymore. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be drawn back into something that didn't work for me. It hurt. And I'm making a conscious choice now to do things differently, to do things better. I could see the tail end of a difficult situation. Now, hopefully, these are supportive people in your energy. Maybe this is somebody you are closely connected to, and maybe you feel like you want to just like tread lightly because you're still healing. There's some fractures in your heart space that need to be mended. So maybe you need time. Maybe you've taken time. All right. So who's the person who's entering your life in a good way? Let's see what's going on with them. Positive movement forward. I love that. It could be someone you work with. That's the Eight of Pentacles energy. Friends, colleagues. Okay, let's see what you need to know. Who is this person entering your life? We have a Tower. Okay, unexpected. Unexpected. The Four of Wands. Wow. Is this someone in your neighborhood? Do you know them through a close circle? Uh-oh, deception and envy. I'm getting more so you either don't see this coming or they're approaching you and they're being coy about it. Now, I don't want to dismiss that the bottom of this deck was envy. And I'm hoping that isn't like an unhealthy element to what's going on here, but let's keep going. Seven of Swords can also be just playing, your cards carefully. We have two that came out together. The Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. Now, guys, I feel like you don't see this coming. This is a relationship that is going to progress. Now, it if you have been in one-sided relationships and you're like, I'm so not doing that, I don't want to deal with that, this person is coming into your awareness, your energy with a very balanced, reciprocal energy. And you might be thinking, wow, it's been a while since I've had a partner who actually wanted to participate in who I am, what we do together. Like, you might have experienced kind of one-sided, selfish partners. And I feel like there's something here about, you may recognize in them a quality that you didn't have before. Okay, so I want to get one clarifier. Why the Tower? Is this unexpected? What is this Tower? We have awareness, the Magician. I'm kind of getting like there is something you feel almost like intuitively, like, I don't know if this is an awareness that when you meet this person or when you evaluate this person, they're going to feel like a past life soulmate. I'm sort of getting like a recognition energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. If this person is like, oh my gosh, I have manifested Capricorn. This is what I've always wanted but never had, right? What's out of reach. They may think you're like the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, let's look at how you cross paths. New Love Oracles. Let's take a look at that. How do you cross paths? I'm just going to let them all fly before I interpret them. How will you cross paths with this person? Okay, anything else? Spirit said general, we're doing this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, the last card out is what I was picking up here. Instant connection. You are going to see this person interact for the first time and you're going to be like, whoa. I'm feeling I am connecting with a group of Capricorns who are pretty intuitive. Like, you trust your gut. Okay, we've got so many here. Wow, let's see what we have. Coffee shop. You walk into your favorite Java place and there they are. This was, okay, wow, a careful calculation by the divine. I just heard that. This is a fated connection. Wow. And some of you may say, well, we choose that. Well, but our soul knows that. The human may not. You know, we are living a 3D life where we're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm either going to choose love or I'm gonna walk away from it, or I'm gonna change my life and my circumstances because I've been so disappointed. Well, don't we know though, deep inside, our soul knows when we see someone who's like meant to come into our lives at the precise time when we're ready for it and we need it, or, you know, it would be complementary, right? This is complementary energy, big time. And so Spirit is probably saying, you know, we know where you're going to be. Maybe you're out for beverages on a Friday or Saturday night with friends. This may be someone who then says, hey, do you want to go grab a coffee or a cocktail? Some of you don't drink. I get that. Abroad. Now, I'm getting two things with this. You could meet someone from another culture, someone who is vacationing. You may be vacationing. I mean, I'm looking at this planning and action energy here, which feels like somebody's hopping the pond. Maybe you go on a holiday and you're like, what? We have traditional. Family and role traditions may be important in this connection, so long as you agree with the role you play. This connection could resemble your upbringing. Now, for those of you who appreciate your upbringing, that's a good thing. Okay, we have resilient. Your relationship may be faced with many challenges. I'm hearing the word distance. It just came through, distance. So some of you may be like, whoa, how do I walk, like of all the gin joints in all of the world, and she walks into mine, Casablanca, I believe. This could be like, what? I meet the love of my life in a coffee shop around the world, and boom. Oh boy, this is starting to get really interesting. Bottom of the deck, bake shop. Maybe you're going into a bakery or, getting a croissant in France. I don't know why I just said that. Okay, so Capricorn, let's take a look at what is the divine orchestrating. Yeah, let's use this tarot deck. What is being orchestrated? They know you are deserving of someone who will reciprocate. Six of Pentacles again. This is someone who is willing to invest in you, them. You may meet through a friend. You may be with friends when you encounter this. Don't let whatever has weighed on you from your past taint this. I don't know why I'm saying that, but we always have to be careful of dragging our baggage into new relationships, right? Yeah, if that's what's going on. So eight of Swords, too much in your head, like let it. If it's easy and it feels right, just let it. Let it. Face your fears. Open up your heart and feel your emotions. How is the divine orchestrating this? Oh, well, it came out. So clearly that's a strong message. Someone may offer to buy you a coffee. Hey, nice to meet you. We have a King of Swords energy. I don't know if this is, a feeling of, okay, is this person kind of being strategic with me, as often is the label assigned with this King of Swords. I feel like it's a straight shooter. This is someone who may be a little bit, I don't know, like there's something that gets someone's attention. Now, if they're showy or, flashy in a way, maybe. I feel like there's something mentally that you it clicks, it works. Okay. What is the divine orchestrating? I also feel the energy of discernment with this King of Swords. And maybe that is, both of you having been through some really challenging things, let go of some, unhealthy situations. And now it's like, okay, I see my past for what it is, but I also see you for, maybe the good first impression I'm getting from you, the generosity you're showing. And this could be early in the relationship. It could be, they buy you a coffee and boom, 20 years later, you're going, I'm so glad I said yes. Okay, then we have Justice and the Four of Wands. If I got to tell you, I see air energy, Libra specifically, but what I'm getting is that if the divine is orchestrating, this becomes, something long-term, Four of Wands. You're like, I never saw this coming. There could be, home, of course. It came up in their energy. Okay, I just heard builder for somebody. Okay. But home is significant. It could be there is a new home, sharing a home, moving in together. I feel like what this is allowing you to do, Capricorn, is to turn your back on past situations. This is a looking forward, looking to the future. You're manifesting, they're manifesting. And I feel like it comes from a place of supreme disappointment. And then you discover each other and it's like, wow, I wasn't looking for it. I didn't, maybe you asked for it, but like I wasn't expecting, this. And I feel like there's a flood of emotions happening. So what is it about this person that's different and better? What is it about this person that is different and better? Wow. Okay. They're strong. They're strong. Okay, I'm hearing they've got your back. Wow, Leo energy. They're fun. They celebrate the little things in life. I'm also hearing not sweating the small stuff. They are open and receptive. This person could be, now let's just say, the way that I'm getting this is someone who's open-minded, non-judgmental. Okay, wow. What is it about this person that is different? Woo! All right. We have the Four of Swords. This person is okay taking their time. They've waited for the right time to act on, this connection. Beyond illusion, judgment. I'm also getting with this person is decisive. This person is okay, I'm also hearing the word transparent. Wow. And if you're saying, well, shoot, my ex was a liar, or, whatever you're saying to yourself, I feel like this is somebody who's like really straight up. Like if they love you, in 6 weeks' time, they're just going to say, you know what? I am falling in love with you. They're not going to mince words or feel like they got to protect their heart. And even if they came from that place, and for that matter, you too, maybe you're going to be like, wow, this is so clear to me. It's so clear to me. What else? One more card. What is different about this person? They'll take their time. I got that. They're patient with you. If you've been with someone who was, I want it yesterday or something like that, Seven of Pentacles is, it is about assessing. It's about investments. It's about, taking stock of something. Maybe what they realize is, wow, this is someone or a relationship that can really go the distance. It was worth waiting for. Bottom of the deck, they are well balanced. Interesting yin yang energy. And maybe they're a Libra. It doesn't have to be. That might be too specific. But so where is your relationship headed? What is this? It's beautiful. This could be the shortest reading yet. What is your relationship? You are worthy. I'm just feeling like when you are with each other, you're like, oh my gosh, this is an investment worth making. This is honest. Sorry, my chair is making a noise. What is this relationship? Oh my gosh, Capricorn. Best friend, lasting love. If you wondered, am I ready to do this again? If they've wondered, gosh, is this going to go the distance? I think that this is very clearly saying, and even if you take your time, right? Postponement. I was waiting for the right person, the right moment, the right time to do this again. I'm open. You're open. I think you're going to deepen your relationship and it will go the distance. Like, yeah, like 20 years from now, you're going to say, remember you bought me a drink that one time and I was with all my friends and they were like, do it. And you're like, but I did it and I'm glad I did it. That's the kind of relationship this appears to be. Can we take a look at the spiritual definition of this, Metatron? I love this. Trust your gut, trust your intuition. This is a strong soul connection. Bottom of the deck, rediscovery. You may be learning a lot about this person, a lot about yourself. If this is a rediscovery and this is someone from someone's past, you could take it that way. But I'm getting more so this is a really powerful, long-term, deep connection, and you're going to know it. You're going to know it. Wow. Okay, I'm hearing Spirit say some of you are dreaming about them. They're dreaming about you. You may be seeing faces in your dreams, and you're like, who's that? Yep. Okay, I want to finish up with a Kuan Yin oracle. What do you have for Capricorn regarding this beautiful new love who I feel is really going to heal their broken heart? The Yin Empress. Wow. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your soul purpose includes healing and empowerment of the divine feminine, the Yin Empress herself. You gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your soul purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. Be at peace. You shall thrive. Why do I feel like this is a gift? Okay, I'm hearing again, love your angels. This is nice. Wow, Capricorn. Okay, let's get timing, Spirit. Timing. When will this relationship enter Capricorn's life? Listen to your intuition. That's funny. You feel it. Maybe you feel it. And maybe, Spirit may also be saying in this, you meet a lot of people perhaps, like a lot of people. You might be surrounded by people all day long. This person is going to be different. You're going to feel it. Maybe Spirit says, for them, we're going to make your crown chakra just buzz when you run into this person. As I'm shuffling, I peeked at the bottom, new career. Some of you may meet this person, through work or through work colleagues. When is this relationship going to enter their life? Okay, we have patience, please. So Spirit is saying we're going to bring this into your life when the time is right. For some of you, forgive your past. I think the key to an open, unblocked heart chakra is also to forgive the past. If this is a person coming back, it could be. Okay, timing. Okay. They're pointing out this patience, please. I stopped, but that got my attention. Your desires within reach. Okay, we have new home. That is a confirmation for some of you. Four of Wands. This person may be moving to your area. You may be moving to theirs. Maybe you find each other after you make some kind of a change. Not the right time. Okay. Well, let's just say we're not being given a time frame, and Spirit's making that really clear. But maybe the secondary message then is this person is, you're meant to cross paths. If you have anything that you have to let go of, or they do, because this could be vice versa, that's the key to boom, open heart chakra, this person enters your life. They're going to change your opinion about love. Yep. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for being here. This is a beautiful reading. Good luck. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.